Welcome to Yellow Skunk Farms. Quick disclaimer, this is a 21-year-old and up channel, so if you're not 21 years or older, please leave now. Thank you. And we are entering day 6 of veg. We got the noobs in here. We just cut the bottom of these pots off, these cow pots, and then just stick them down in the ground and let the plants go from there. There's zero transplant shock. So eventually, once these plants get up to a decent size, what we'll do is pull this cow pot off and pile some more soil up around it and go from there. This rock here, I just set it in there just because it was leaning over. We can take that, place it back up in there. And we did a little construction on the pond yesterday. We got the floor in and it's drying right now. You can see that the discoloration, that's the color that it will be eventually. And then you can see that it's darker just because it's wet. But it's getting there. This will completely dry up, cure. It'll take weeks to cure. We will not do anything else with this for about a week. Let it completely cure up. Once it completely cures, we'll start stacking more rock, bringing the walls up, throwing more concrete down around the edges of the wall until we get all the way up to the top, where we get to a depth that we like. And then we pond shield. So pond shield is a 2-part epoxy, and you can, I've got it sitting right over here actually. I can show you. It is simply made for ponds. It's called pond shield, and it's fish safe. 2-part epoxy. You can see that they use it for sealing up concrete. This is what we used for the other pond in the creek, and that's what we're going to use for this. And it works really well on concrete as long as the concrete is cured properly. Basically just given time to dry. That stuff will seal it right on up and you'll have no issues. Of course, we use layers upon layers, so I will just slap it on. I'll slap a nice thin layer on first, let that dry, then come back, slap another layer on, let that dry. We'll do 2 or 3 layers and she's good to go. So the next, we can see that we've come up on the wall. We did the concrete on this wall, on the back wall, and now we're going to start raising the back mountain up. So from about this point, you can see that we have the concrete on the inside of the wall. This is about where the soil is going to come up to. So the creek is going to come up right around in here. So from this point on, where you see the walls going up, from this point on, we'll be concreting on the back side. So over here, you really won't see too much concrete. See? All of this down here will be under soil, so you won't see any of that. But this you will see. So since we'll see this, we'll throw concrete on the back side, so when we're looking at it, we won't see concrete. We'll just see what looks like rocks stacked on top of rocks, just like you see over there. We're only using concrete where we need to. You know, the less is better type of thing, but a lot of this we need to have it secure. This part here, actually let's show you, get down here. So what I'm going to have to do is come here and stack a couple more rocks here, and we'll go up to about here, and then this will curve down We'll bring up a couple more rocks here, maybe a little wall rock right there. Keep Digger and the turtles from coming out this way. We'll raise the soil level up to right around in this point here. And then they'll have full access. Soil will come all the way up to here. And they'll just come on in. The creek will be here. Soil will be all through here. We'll bring this wall up. That way they'll just be able to enter in here and walk around, cross the creek, enter the pond, or do whatever they want. We'll have a place where they can get in and out of the pond. We'll have fish in the pond. So the slider turtles, the other turtles, Cooter and Scooter, they'll probably stay over here. This is more or less Digger's area. And there's only one spot. This Digger's area is going to be the spot that does not have any water flowing through it. So this bed has water flowing through it, and this bed will have water flowing through it. All of this will come up just like it looks over here. So what you're looking at is just the bottom half. So this is what this looks like underneath. Same principle, same, pretty much everything, except I'm building the creek a little differently. We don't need two separate walls because this is a smaller area. Over here I use two walls for the creek, the inside wall and the outside wall. Over here I'm just using one strip of rocks side by side, and then we're going to create that channel inside that, because we don't need a wide creek, we just need a deep. We're going to make it a little deeper than this one over here. This one over here is about 1 inch to 2 inches deep in some areas. This one over here is going to be, we're going to make it at least 4 to 5 inches deep. That's going to give us more sand, more silt, more surface area for biology, and we'll see if that makes a big difference in the quality. I mean, the water quality over here is, clean. It is clean. Like, I even have my EC meter out, and I can get nothing on the reading, and that means it's clean. That means we don't have an electrical charge in the water, or if it is, it's below 100 on the meter. And that is a good thing. That's a sign of clean water. I would like to have a little bit of juice in that, but doesn't matter. Clean is clean. These are our outdoor plants. So I've got, let's introduce. I've got some sanctuaryseedbank.com seeds. Sanctuary Seed Bank. They sent me 1995 AK-47 times 1995 AK-47. So these are AK-47s from 1995. This one here has been a struggle. This one is, don't know if it's going to make it. We popped all of these Country Genetics from Country Genetics. This was Jack 47 times Pine Tar F2 Kush. Didn't have very much luck with that, but that's not saying anything. Then I've got some Panama Red, or actually Runts times Panama Red, aka Toxic Red. This is from THC Garage. THC Garage. Super cool dude. You can find him on Instagram or over on Growing Old podcast. Those are looking really good. All of those popped. And then we've got OK Calyxes over here. These are his legendary cherries coming on up. So that's that. Let's go over here and check out. There's Cooter. What's up, Coot? pooter. I'm sure that Scooter is, oh, yep, there she is, hiding. You can see her. Loves to be behind that log there. Look, she's hiding from the light. Y'all just ate yesterday, so I'm not going to feed you today. And I hope everybody has a happy Monday. Got some, I'm thinking today that I have a few things to do outside, but I'm hoping I can get this clay down. I hope I can get some clay at least down into here. I gotta go get some more rock for the creek to lay the foundation of the creek. Once we get that clay layer down, once I get those rocks, I can get the clay layer down, put the rocks down on the clay, get the clay all the way over. Everything else gets clay here. So once we get the clay down, nice little thin layer of clay down, lay the rocks, then we can put some soil on top of the clay to keep it from, I don't really want to walk on that clay too much. So what I want to do is get the clay down, get the rock down on top of the clay, and then just be able to, I'm waiting for this to dry. It's pretty much dry now. I can pretty much walk on it now, but then I can have places to walk instead of walking on my soil, walking on the clay. You don't really want to walk on the clay. I don't want to compact the clay down. I want the clay to be kind of fluffy to absorb water, and then that water will seep down into the E horizon, which is the reservoir, into that sand, silt, and clay, and sit there, separating the soil from the water. I know it looks rough right now, but then we'll start building the creek up. It'll come on up. The back wall will have to come on up. We'll build this on up. And that's where the creek water will enter. It'll come in from the top and boom, 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 and hit the creek running. You can't see that over here now, but that's what this does. Back behind that jasmine over there, that water dumps in, comes on down, filters on around, right back into the pond. That in turn waters everything, all this grass, just wicking up that water up out of that creek. We got the dehumidifier. All this algae here is great food for the soil. I'll just put that right down in the soil. We've been doing that from the beginning, ever since we've gotten algae growing in this. This is how I'm cleaning the pond water. The algae will grab the poo and the fish waste and all that, capture it, and then we just move it into the soil beds where the worms and critters can eat it away. Great food for biology. Plants are looking really good too. For being in this humid environment, the temperature in here right now is about 80 degrees, I believe. Yep, 80 degrees. Humidity was around 62 to 63. VPD was like 125, 1.25 to 1.3. I got the Grandmasters on low. I mean low. Oh, I want to show you this, where the lights are. So what I did was I started showing saw plant stress on day 4, and I had the percentage at 54%, which was pushing about 550 to 600 ppfd. We went down to 32. Now I'm pushing 350 to 450 around the bed. This is giving me, I'm only using 196 watts of power. That's all 3 lights. All 3 are connected. Once it gets down to a certain amount of wattage, the lights will just cut off. But I think that's the minimum I can go down. And that's still giving me, this how shows you how strong these lights are. And it's giving me 400. And since I did that, I'm seeing a lot happier plants. I'm not seeing the stress. I'm not seeing the stress I was seeing, just things weren't looking right. Things were looking kind of deficient. And almost all the time I can almost guarantee in a situation like this that I'm in, if I'm seeing stress, it's light stress or it's environment. It's almost always, I know it's not nutrient. The nutrient's there. It just needs to be, the microbes have to be happy in order to work. You see, I was starting to see some plant stress, like I said. But now that I've changed the light, you can see that new growth looks really good. Might hit them with a foliar feed this week. Foliar feed will just be in a little spray bottle. We'll do a little FAA, little fish amino acid mixed with some pond water, mixed with some lactic acid bacteria, mixed with maybe some comfrey FPE, fermented plant extract, maybe some fig plant extract, maybe some compost tea extract, or just compost extract, not tea. We'll mix all that up in a little spray bottle and give her a little squirt. And that's all it has to be. We only do that a couple of times through the veg. And then we might foliar a couple times in flower for the first 2 or 3 weeks, and then that'll be it. Everything else comes from the bed. Well, I hope everybody enjoys their Monday, and I hope they have a great week. So we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.